These are the Transformers from the movie Rise of the Beasts. We have the Beast Alliance Battle Master, Skullcruncher, Cheetor, and Rhinox. I picked up all three of these figures from my local Toys R Us store here in Manila for about $11 each. My goodness, how expensive do these things get? Manila already has the most expensive prices on Hasbro products, and this is the latest installment of severely inflated Transformers and Hasbro products, so it kind of sucks, but they look cool, interesting. But for $11, I mean, they really have to blow me away. And here are the Battle Masters out of the box, and man, they are tiny, but they are well detailed, and I'm just loving their sculpt, their detail, and that whole transforming gimmick. Let's start with Rhinox. I mean, look at this guy. Just amazing detail, amazing sculpt. You got some silver metallic highlights everywhere. Really cool head sculpt. And he even has a bit of articulation with some ball joints on his feet or on his legs, mostly because of transformation. And then we have Cheetor. Look at this guy. He looks more like a Transmetal Cheetor than the original Beast Wars Cheetor, but I like it. Tail's a little bit short, but that's okay. You get really fantastic sculpting on his legs, the body, the torso. You get a great cheetah head right there. He could use a little bit more paint, though. They tried to save money on this one by just putting silver paint on the sinews right there and some spots, and they kept the body, molded it in silver plastic, and as well as the legs, so they didn't have to paint that, but that's fine. Very cool. And then finally, my favorite is Skullcruncher. I think this guy's the best out of the lot. I love the green and seaweed green combination. I love this head sculpt. And this head sculpt, look at that. He can chomp, move his jaws up and down. Look at that. Nice beady eyes, metallic red eyes. Sculpt is fantastic overall. And he even has articulation, just like Cheetor and Rhinox, ball joints on the legs. So overall, very, very cool set of Battle Masters. I cannot wait to get more. The way they transform is they all transform into blasters or guns. Let's start with, let's begin again with Rhinox. You split his rear end to reveal that Gatling gun and fold it back like this. And then compress and fold like this. Okay, and then the legs they're just going to be positioned this way. And yeah, look at that. Just pop down the blaster. Pretty cool looking Gatling gun. It's I'll have to admit it is a little bit phallic in design. And I mean seriously, the guy who designed this, I mean, how could you miss this? I mean, it looks so, you know what I'm talking about. It looks like a rocket ship. Okay, I'm gonna say that. Okay, and then this bit is removable. Now I understand why they did this, so that they could paint the barrel thoroughly with that metallic brass paint apps, but it kind of sucks because it doesn't tab in. It just slides in, and it's friction that's keeping it there. So that's a little annoying. I guess if you're not planning on selling this anytime soon, you can just go ahead and super glue that so it just stays in place, because the removal of this barrel is not integral to transformation. So yeah, let's move on to Cheetor. Now Cheetor, I think, is the weakest out of the three. I'll show you why. Okay, first you want to just fold out this sort of blade and hide and tuck in his head over right there. And then the feet just move up like this, front legs, rear legs go up here, and then the peg comes off here. So it's like a gun sword and not really a sword. So I wish they could have put a peg somewhere here so it would act like a sword, but it's going to be pegged onto the forearm like a claw, Wolverine claw, or it's going to be held on like a gun. So that's a little bit disappointing. And then finally, my favorite again, you've got Skullcruncher. Yeah. And then you fold him like this. and that reveals his barrel. And then this one folds in and tabs to lock that barrel in. And then the feet just stay here. The front legs just fold up like this, and there you have a crocodile blaster, which I thought is pretty cool. So to transform them back into their creature modes or beast modes, very simple. Put him back like this. Okay, stay right there. Cheetor. Okay. And then finally, Rhinox. Just fold him up like this. Okay. There you go. That's all three of them. That's essentially the Battle Masters. Now, if you want a size comparison, let's bring in a few other generations figures that are also beasts, just so you can see how they scale. So we've got Siege, or was it Siege or Earthrise Ratbat? I'm gonna say Siege. And then we have Siege. This one is Captive Lionizer from the Netflix Megatron set. So they're actually much bigger in scale. You can see Lionizer right here, much smaller than any of them. I mean, you can see right now, scale-wise, they're actually much bigger. Well, Rhinox should be much bigger, but you see Ratbat right here. Ratbat actually scales actually very well with them. Yeah, Ratbat, I think scales okay with these guys. They could be minions, and yeah, they're pretty cool. Some final thoughts on this wave 1 of the Rise of the Beast Battle Masters Rhinox, Skullcruncher, and Cheetor. I think they're pretty cool. They're great Battle Masters. I think their transformation gimmicks are pretty good. Probably, again, as I said, the weakest is probably Cheetor, because the only way you can hold him as a sword gun, or maybe as a claw on the forearm. Had they done something like this, like Lionizer, where they put the peg at the rear end of the sword, would have been much nicer. I think that would have been the best. But as it is, my favorite is still going to be Skullcruncher with his battle blaster, and he fits nicely with Optimus Primal. And Rhinox, of course, fits well with Rhinox. So they're great little sets, or great little figures. $11 I think is too much, but I'm sure in your neck of the woods these are probably just going to be like $7 or $8, and I think that's fair price for these figures. Each of these figures, I'm gonna give them, we're gonna give this guy 10, we're gonna give this guy a 9.5, we're gonna give him an 8.5. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this Transformers Rise of the Beast Battle Masters Rhinox, Cheetor, and Skullcruncher. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.